Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. As part of Saudi's Vision 2030, to reduce its dependency on oil, it's expanding its arts and entertainment sector, and one of the ways that it's doing that is by bringing in the singers from the West. Wow. Now, one of the things that they may or may not know is that the music industry here is unapologetically shameless and satanic, not to mention godless. So when you're inviting them, you're inviting the whole package, as we will see with this individual. And she goes by the name of Iggy Azalea, and she is well known for selling her naked pictures online for money, because of which she is making millions.
It's not halal, fam.
Not to mention that she is a mother. She has a child called Onyx. No, not the Pokemon. And bearing this in mind, you'd probably think that, you know what, she just gets on with her thing. She doesn't want to attract too much attention. But nay! When she was in this concert in Saudi, she began talking about women's empowerment. She probably felt that she could because she's in Saudi, and Saudi has a certain reputation with Westerners, not realizing that these are the very people that are bringing you in, paying you handsomely so you can make their country look good. But then she turned around and bit them in their backside, mate. Yes, so rather than it becoming a promotion, it did the exact opposite. So they literally paid all of that money just so she could come out in the press and say, my concert was cut short because either my pants ripped or they just couldn't handle my message of women's empowerment. I don't think she got the memo, mate, because as soon as she posted this on Twitter, she then took it down. But that was enough time for the news organizations to take it and slap it everywhere, mate. So like I was saying, she wore clothes so tight that they ended up splitting on stage. She had to wait till somebody came on and gave her a fresh, lower garment, mate. And this was the time that she further promoted women's empowerment, liberalism, whatever you want to call it, with the following lyrics.
How embarrassing! Ugh. Made me sick.
She goes, Lord, let me know if you got this. Preaching about prophets. Bearing in mind she's in Saudi, mate, yeah? We've got the Prophet, peace be upon him, buried there. We've got the companions buried there. And she knows this. She knows Saudi is a conservative, orthodox, Muslim majority nation. And she goes on to say, it ain't no one man can stop us. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bow down to the goddess. Well, the goddess herself is sitting down on the floor with split pants, mate. The goddess requires a website so she can sell her nudes. And the goddess herself put out a tweet that she had to get taken down. And you know what? With all due respect, what are you trying to tell women? That the only way they can become empowered is by wearing tight clothes, selling their nudes, having illegitimate children called Onyx, and promoting your godless view in a country that paid you millions to go there, and you went there knowing what their reputation is. With all due respect, just sit down in it. And just to end the video, guys, some analysts have said when looking at our Muslim majority countries that a major mistake that they made was importing the Western education system, because it came with secular and liberal values that now have caused a cognitive dissonance, that have caused a contradiction in our countries, mate. So on the one hand, education, liberal, secular values. On the other hand, you have Islam. But you can't compare it with other, say, Christian countries, because Islam is completely different in its preservation, in its authenticity, in its applicability, frankly. So this alone has messed up our countries. But now we're making the same mistake again by importing their lewd entertainment, which comes with a satanic, shameless, and godless lifestyle. May Allah give our rulers the ability to see this. When it comes to Saudi, there are two extremes. One extreme that doesn't say anything about them and says you can't criticize them, they can do whatever they want, you know what I mean? On the other hand, you've got people saying, you know what, you can't even pray behind them. If they're doing Eid on one day, you have to do it on the other day, mate. These are the two extremes. You can meet in the middle when they're doing something right MashaAllah, fantastic. They are the ones that have been given the two haramains, MashaAllah. But on the other hand, when they do something wrong, that's wrong. That's damaging to the ummah that looks towards that nation because of the significance that it has when it comes to Islam. I'm not saying that we judge Islam by the individuals, because of course individuals can change. Islam does not, in its fundamental beliefs and historicity. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.